Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for people who take tarot seriously, especially if they are looking to manifest, which is really what tarot is all about. Tarot is about potential. I've done tarot for over 20 years. I have never seen anybody with any dependent faculties be able to prognosticate anything in the future. More often than not, if they clicked on, it was luck more than anything else. But that is not tarot's point. Tarot talks about potential. You see the 5 cards on the screen, that's all you're going to see on the screen. I'm sorry it's boring. For people who want to be visually and auditorially entertained, keep the action coming, keep my eyes busy, keep my ears busy. I don't want to think, just keep me busy. Then this is not going to appeal to you. This is for people who are just about ready to get into a meditative state when they're doing this. You see the 5 cards, you can refer to them anytime during the reading, but it's my job to inspire you, to help you to do the single most important thing a human being can do, and that is manifest. But I don't just say that willy-nilly. You hear people all the time say, well, you can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. You. Well, here's the truth. There is such a thing as fate in life. John Lennon of the Beatles said, life is what happens to you when you're busy doing other things. At the time, it sounded kind of funny, but if you think about it, life is what happens while you're busy doing other things. Life is luck, good and bad. And very often parents get blamed for more than they're really connected with, and they take more credit than what they're connected with. A parent needs to focus, find out what the child's ability is, and then help them achieve that. Doesn't mean everybody has to be rich, doesn't mean everybody has to be good looking, doesn't mean everybody has to be famous, although that is sold to us. That's a lie. We were all meant to be different parts of this big jigsaw puzzle called life. And the trick is to understand what your life purpose is. And you can use numerology, you can use astrology. Astrology would be the North Node, ascendant, the positioning of planets, especially anything in the 10th house. And astrology is not predictive as much as it is knowing cycles. You are good at astrology, and I've done it for over 50 years. I'm not saying I'm good at it, but I've done it for over 50 years. You can predict cycles. Life is full of cycles. And you can help that individual whose chart you're looking at, kind of weather the storm when there will be a storm and bask in the sunshine when there is sunshine. Everybody has that in their life, smaller or lesser degrees. The rich, they're no different. They're going through this thing called life just like all the rest of us. They can hide, they can bullshit and tell you how wonderful everything is, but the fact of the matter, they're just like you. They're just like me. They have their good days and bad days. Sometimes you can't even explain why you feel terrible. Some days you can't explain why you feel tremendously good. Just life. It's what happens while you're busy doing other things. So when you're manifesting, I want you to use numerology, astrology, both to figure out what your life purpose is and then start to manifest within that direction. You're going to find it works out a lot better. You'll be a lot more satisfied. But I'm here to help inspire you to focus in. That's why, again, these only 5 cards, that's it. I want you to close your eyes to listen. Reach inside. Take the pictures dancing in front of your head. Remove them. They're just distractions. So let's begin. Middle card is the Oracle card. Today it's community. Like that word, community. Some people make it a dirty word because they start to think, it's mind think, right? That's what it is. Everybody thinks the same. It's a cult. No, that's not what we're talking about here. Community, taking those parts and pieces of this puzzle called life and kind of making a picture out of them together. Everybody brings to the table what their talents are. Community, it's a nice thing. It's what we were made for. And in fact, the last 5 years, have shown us how important face-to-face community really is for human beings. Number up in the right-hand corner is 8. 8 is, well, it's kind of like manifesting, materializing. And that's what you're looking to do. This sense of community, this sense of belonging, this sense of connection. The ties that bind. I'm not talking about your family that you were brought up with. Many people, they were people who I was born to. They're not my family. My family changes. Or some people who are fortunate, their birth family and a few others kind of team up and they form community. It's great. So that's what we're talking about, this idea of belonging, fitting in. Not to the point where you become clones, but to the point, again, think jigsaw puzzle, and everyone is a different piece of that puzzle, and together you make a beautiful picture. So let's begin. All the way to the left, we go to 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands, people really kind of like this card, and I'm not exactly sure why it's a big favorite. I mean, wands are positivity, excitement, gratitude, enthusiasm. You're plugged into your life. 8 simply says that things are accelerating, picking up. They're moving forward. I don't know if that's always the case. There's just motion and it's quick. Ideally, it is to add excitement, enthusiasm, and connectivity to your life. Something that you have not experienced. That's the next card over, 5 of Swords. Swords are thoughts, ideas. And if you take a look, especially at social media, is such a mixed blessing. Yes, it's a source of information, but it's also a source of propaganda. It's a source of discord. In many ways, it separates us. And it's really because of the 5 of Swords energy. 5 of Swords says, look, we're doing this chit-chat crap. We're really not accomplishing anything. We're just pissing each other off. We're making people unhappy. We're separating us. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to begin to think for myself. And the 8 of Wands says that one of the reasons why you want to start to think for yourself and quit this bickering, because it's not doing anything. It's not putting you where you want to be. You're looking for community. Again, not being a clone of somebody else, being your own positive individual statement, but your statement along with somebody else's and somebody else's and somebody else's, and the jigsaw puzzle picture comes to life. That's what you're looking for. So the next card that we go to is the Moon card. The Moon card talks about illusion, delusion, bewilderment, fear. Because even with the brightest full moon, you can't see everything. Not like you can with a big, beautiful sun above your head at noon. The sun at noon shows everything. The moon, full as it can be, if you're lucky, you'll see half. Probably not even that much. A lot of shadows. And that's sort of what's done here. This last 4 years has created a lot of shadows in our life. Or we've had to confront shadows. The shadows that have always been there but we ignored, last 4 years have brought it right in front of our face and going, okay, boogie, 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 boogie. You going to be scared and run away, or are you going to decide to take a look at this so that you can build community? The meme for today is outwardly there is chaos. Inwardly, a new world is stirring. Listen to the heartbeat of the new. And that's really what you're doing. You're beginning to pick up a sense. If you're at all alert, I don't want to use the word woke because it's been so bastardized, it doesn't mean anything anymore. It's stupid. But if you're conscious, you are seeing that we are hitting a very critical point in humanity history. We have to make decisions. We have to take actions. We've got to decide. And to do that, you have to have a good set of values. And so you see the battle of values going on now in society. What's life? What's death? What's male? What's female? What's all these questions? We've sort of intuited them over the years. Now we have to understand them. To make real community, that's what you have to do. And so that means the two here, you got to make a decision about your values. Are you going to keep going on blindly, or are you going to examine why you believe what you believe, who gave it to you, and then figure out whether you need to make changes? You're going to live your life consciously, or are you going to continue to feel your way through the dark, hoping for the best? Your choice. Remember, I said tarot is all about your potential. Choose your best potential. That's the tarot reading for today. More again tomorrow. I do them every day, 365. Between now and the next time you and I get together and talk tarot, peace and blessings.